see for Sisia in the camp of the New Patriotic Party, no, Obeda Soribia, they are making very serious allegations. And today, one of that particular allegations are air trending on social media. Even up until now, people and our portals like Ghana Web Daily Graphic, they are reporting on it. Is how the National Democratic Congress is queuing to actually replace the First Lady, Lordina, to actually replace EC boss with the First Lady, Lordina Mahama. Now, most of the time, the same be say, Bani e come, so open us, Mokasa, Mofa evidence, and one can say, yes, ye kasa, but then Obianko can't, now, Nipa or this answer will be two, Jano. There's a soundbite in Chibie Bebo, but I am bo in Chim, Yamam Chimukakra, near we are share the reason why I say Nipa we edit to Jan. Now, according to a year NPP Masawudu, who happen to be a year one of Omo communicators or the northern part of the country. This is the same man electoral national election so by election so akutia okoji asutru efinche mambuga ho. We'll come back to that. But then sansem na a year Osman Masawudu, who happen to be the third national vice chairman for the opposition New Patriotic Party. Or this same biabe tuja our top TV say, you know, in some we are air costono. Sesi and yes, the petition. Akoma a year council of state. See bit me jenana or not. According to him, all of these things from a Mahama led administration and I washed dana or ye niema and also to niema. Sena be obitima appointed a year the First Lady Lordina Mahama as the EC chairperson. Now, since me or kind definitely is one of those things. One cast out tikra now ye must show. Now, one of the things we also want you to note is that the constitution, it does not permit First Ladies to be electoral EC bosses. So I don't know how this thing a very possible. But then on our canism, I believe say on also in a benye chibu. So quickly, no, Gakotie in summer or Tuja. When we come back, we will definitely dive into this particular upcoming update. NPP before you see no information when they ban they believe say the next EC chairperson because EC radio Obeko a conk he will go. So she will go. But all con one about replacing, it is definitely not going to be Charlotte or Saint Yawaya. You see, the new person about replacing, and that new person in this case, no, dear the Fred, no, First Lady Lordina Mahama.
NDC boss, no, only the deputies, no. If NDC is even bringing Lordina Mahama to become EC boss, kura media, me say a chair, mami way. I'm telling you, the EC boss, no, only the deputies, no. If NDC is even bringing Lordina Mahama to become EC boss kura media me say a chair mami way. I'm telling you, if John Mahama kura Eddie Lordina Mahama way ni yere no
EC boss kura better than say James abe EC boss
but me can west ni ye ma so if John Dramani Mahama you better sorry no now it is said John Mahama has appointed Lordina Mahama to become the next EC boss in Ghana here is better than Jem Mensah to be still as a EC boss.
Chairman Masawud, national advice.
Kisa Ajabi so.
Can 1 minute. Member national.
Kisa Ajabi
1 minute.
Already so I can word be one more incompetent kura kai di be mano.
So yeah, that's a NPP government led by another Dapo appointing these two people say this major position.
So that was the argument NPP Masawudu or make here. Now, far from that, one person saw no swat jumping into this issue. Kevin Taylor. Now, according to Kevin Taylor, no patch said Mahama has to read to the military. Read to the military in such a way as a be and I'm so, but especially the Ghana military housing. You could see some more Nankasa the Tuja.
Where are they going to lodge? Ultimate drive it through Burma camp. Mr. President, it is despicable. Add this to your legacy. At least before you leave power, we need to have about 50,000 military housing for the military. Military for Asasi Bebri. They have lots and lots of land. Yet military for no Asasi Bebri. Let us pay attention to the military. Let us pay attention for once, Mr. President. This is something you need to do for people like us. I am begging you, Mr. President. The police too need same. We are retooling the police. We need to look at the accommodation. These are security agencies. These old. I was asking myself, Ushe edanya ewo Bema camper. Now just be a yesisi dina pete ho. a dine tantan be. Into Mr. President, can't we decide to say, Sa in Dana Yesi Apetepet no, ye babu bune yesi story buildings 20, Uti story buildings 20 tenor. How many military men can occupy? So many of them. Why have we allowed to dine way? Police need that damn none about that bontene. Soldier need that damn none about that a box him. Utemo Bema camper. Soldier for the box, abu bonka tartar down. I say a tonri ho. I just say ahoy slap. This is not right. I want you to summon the CDS. I need you to ask them what can be done immediately to help the Ghana military accommodation. We can't always be telling people go to the military, go to the police, and their dignity is taken away from them. That is despicable. Adeba kwame hu yana ya metanya ya me yapa and say till date the Ghana military uko omo kitchen kra omo da hu ko tweja eja omo ko tweja and omo soja. Why? This is the modern day military. This is the modern day policing. How come say and the Ghana military ye ko tweja ye ko twenua and ye be soja? How? People come to training. They have new recruits. Now we tell our people we want to save the climate. We want to save the environment. And ever since the Ghana police end to me gas and that they need to send recruits to go into the forest. So what is that? And this go to the CDS. CDS, these are things that you need to put before the president. And these are urgent things. I know you came to inherit a lot of damage, but you need to try and also make sure these are the things the military personnel need. We have good accommodation. You can take one section and say, okay, this 10 acre, this particular unit, you best story building 20 waha, story building bia a 500 room. You best 10 story building. What are we doing to our people? See the amount of money we have spent on.
So that was in Sema Kevin Taylor. So Edibetuja or argue said something should be done about retooling the military, because military, no, honestly, me pa me te and yes, be a me kasa against the military or mama military enya kono. If I to share sika the mo pa Charlie. So we need to retool them, because in accommodation, any Niema in getting all of these things issues are was a shiny come once but ultimately and come once and a military nesebu or mutibium any or mundemuno. Yeah, dear, and you're very nice, cry. Yes, a Oji who cry one tear. So that is a year. Kevin Taylor or also in Sema or the Ababe Tuja in regards with this whole military issue. You need indemnity because at the end of the day, you know, we need to actually talk about this. So that is the whole military issue. According to Kevin Taylor, we need to do something about this, because Ghana military it's not in a good shape. And yet in any shape yes, that is the issue. Once again, Kevin Taylor when we come back, we will continue.
Where are they going to lodge? Ultimate driving through Burma camp. Mr. President, it is despicable. Add this to your legacy. At least before you leave power, we need to have about 50,000 military housing for the military. Military for Asasi Bebri. They have lots and lots of land. Yet military for no Asasi Bebri. Let us pay attention to the military. Let us pay attention for once, Mr. President. This is something you need to do for people like us. I am begging you, Mr. President. The police to need same. We are retooling the police. We need to look at the accommodation. These are security agencies. These old. I was asking myself, Ushe edanya ewo Bema camper. Now just be a yesi dina pete ho. Edine tantan bi. Into Mr. President, can't we decide to say, Sa in Dana yesi apete no, ye bebu bune yesi story buildings 20, Uti story buildings 20 tenor. How many military men can occupy? So many of them. Why have we allowed to dine way? Police need that damn none about that bontene. Soldier need that damn none about that a box him. Utemo Bema camper. Soldier for the box, abu bonka tartar down. I just say a tonri ho. I just say ahoy slap. This is not right. I want you to summon the CDS. I need you.
All right, so if we be moving on here, other important issues and also air trend right here in this particular country. Minuka say we have an update about the whole issue between Akusia Sewa, Daddy Lumba, Ebusianfo, and also Odobroni. Now, Minuka says here and Captain Smart is actually abroche for Ghana for more abroche or more ediomini esi Captain Smart. So saying say Captain Smart, the we are Wejina Finchim ewo Odobroni, it is something which is not really good. Because considering the fact say Odobroni Daddy Lumba or ne Captain Smart no muti the same area Tantra Hill and na ene ya share the Captain Smart and also Udije mu make it just a peaceful reign between the two wives. Sisi and what done no ho obi a ofuele the fight na e was say Captain Smart onye correct. Now this came after another allegation from one social media personality Oche say bra na Lumba tiase no na nse mu before babebu no. In fact ochiti Odobroni kra so no native to the extent say oni housemate na omu ye bibi eno Odobroni ku pie so, and that was one of the final straw for Odobroni kra up until that Lumba or yari oba be yari the last party oba be last days oba be no Odobroni with trophy ho. In fact a more bombshell revelation tie what we tie and sama papai edit suja. When we come back we will definitely look at this particular issue again as more allegations boba obi a Canada because you know next week Saturday in ye see that the Lumba, but then already a bimo started say a yin or one back because of the whole up and down and court issue ekoswa. Honestly, this doesn't look good at all for a year Daddy Lumba.
I wanted that Lumba to leave this angel and go for an old devil. Me tia same way, hey Rade, you know bibi, after forget it. They all wanna make. Listen, Captain Smart. Daddy Lumba fear hono on ma obian baho on ma made in maho because on pese aman fobe hun asetna na on the girl nete na on pese girl no ebe hun asetna on the girl nete. It wasn't because say or no just say yes because he knows say ni subai no aman fo hu amde baba bontin. Captain Smart Kobusa Odobroni say Lady Kokona na obenu aduane ma wo mo no dey na oba ho na ono ne Daddy Lumba wo living room de lady na enu aduane e dey na see wo living room ho Daddy Lumba be busa girl ne say na ote de ekọ no girl ne say oh daddy I'm cooking owie ya Daddy Lumba de ne call soro ho ne e dey na see wo. He kept people away. Sana amanfu enhu de woye. He didn't want people to know the real person. Charles Kojo Fosu. That Lumba, I will forever love that Lumba. But we are talking about Charles Kojo Fosu. Don't sit there and act like you know what went on in that Lumba's house. You were not there. But I know someone. Lady Kokona no benwe dwanema omono. Busa Odobroni say one of those days na lady ni benwe dwanema omono. A day ne see ye. Backhand. Unim backhand. Sense ma kwa de emre. Backhand. Ena meka. The course for the see ye we don't know. So if someone tells you say Shemifie kese if you kese we nyina mini meida na menhia oba we ya anka mewu a yes when nhia na anka owu but was the girl surviving? The girl was dying. The girl was traumatized. The girl was being abused. Obanyem awo 5. That's a 5 ni nyina na wo mfa meida. That means oba no ubu ni so ye fruponko. Say wonyimu eno weswa. But me, I know say someone was going to the house to cook for them. Yes, someone was going to the house to cook for them. And one of those days, that person witnessed something. No, the idea ashena so na utinyum ana onya call. ana call ne pause ye enwom no e pause enwom no a owie call no ana ote se kasa bi koso na de ohun ye no Captain Smart, were you there? Me, I don't like to bring certain information out because I won't hear. But for you to say, we wanted that Lumba to leave an angel for the old devil. Hey! Now let me ask you a question though, Captain Smart. If you are that smarter, Bema Ben and the Bejane Ma and then the Yere Ewa Bruche for no one personal interest. He made that decision because we realized say at that time no ontimi ntu kwan to say the obobo nyom no eti alternate Germany aye atena ho taa with his family no na ompe Ghana eye good say oba ne number because sanka oba ne baya still no anka oba won ma no de ono odobru ni awo no still kebeba so. You see, I can't believe that this came out of your mouth. Say old devil. And you have a typical Ghanaian man's mentality. You've spent too much time in Ghana. Abuche no kwa, you don't learn anything there. No masaba. Now Kenya sa, how can you make that statement? Are you crazy? Do you know what Mama Kusha went through? Do you know what Mama Kusha went through? If that lady decides to talk, and you, Captain Smart, as you sit there, you know the true character of that Lumba. Ain't you know? You knowing the true character of that Lumba. Now, Baba Tina radio so or TV so now what can they what can Nyame ene ni ubedi. We are in this country and we know pa say enipa da sani ni suba ni, but because we are star it's near better now then we say something different. If you cannot tell the truth, then keep your mouth shut. In the industry, majority of the people know how that Lumba was. Charles Kojofusu, they know, but they cannot tell the truth. They are taking care of their own. That Lumba is part of show business in Ghana, and he has done marvelous job. Into a per se, ne legacy no ebesei. Me say, but you cannot do that at the detriment of a lady who was abused, who was neglected, who was deserted, and raising quaratre by herself. We will not allow that. Yeah, allow Sadiano. You have the nerve, and women are listening to you, saying, she's an old devil. Or baby, I would say Captain Smart. As I no kind, who say a normal no. Let me say, what's our ban? You need to be conscientized. The conditioning, yeah, mama Ghana no. A mama who said no be a normal. Say beme ti mitna radio so e kachere say o baby ye angel ana ba ko ye old devil. Na mo te ho as a woman na mo tie sa na we na fa normal la. Let me say more problem. Captain Smart. Information ye wo more. But me, I don't do my things like that. Yeah, educate your man for peace.
Okay, so this particular issue, a buyer, and you could see the Captain Smart is actually facing his fair share of the whole criticism. But then there is another angle to it. Sisia Ubia Kasa angle we asem. Papa Shi, kasi Papa Shi, ne hon aba semi pa because following the recent outburst, our core United Showbiz or core amount for Papa Shi, Ibusuana will see who baby ujina. Is he part of the family? And now say Akusia Sewan or NPP, and one man is authority. We know say he was friends with that Lumba because that Lumba here in the FM station crown or Manon Ebabe Kasai or what to say, or Kasa about that Lumba near there. But then now position will take it on. Or more party say he's doing more damage than good. He's doing more harm than good. And we know can say, a bit more start the petition, Bass, Bayanka, Papa She. You should just ban him from even attending the funeral. 2 scores. You be the kind etie Uchinoko in some of the tuja ye babaka. Ni etie a year dan kweku ye bo no so nsema or the ababe tuja about this particular issue.
Papa we no. Me come asem ya kire mo. Oya bodam ni complete wa bodam. Mama mfa na asem serious wa bodam. Eye me Kwabena Sare Uchinoko na meka. Papa she was start telling you near na radio mercury. E dam na sha se ache. Enye ne Uni papa she be fire on ko be nyama ne de ka kwotena wuram e ma sebo ne jata ye den enye o koyonso enye o okobo nyuma se koyonso abusuafo se mo hwe me nua bare ma ofiri mu na wo hwe ne ma papa she ye a na ano kwale emodin na ano so odin pa me ye madwe se me de ni die ma no enye ni nipadua o Yesu Kristo na wafa no Yesu Kristo na papa shi afa no na me di buo ma Yesu no ba se me hu so de Yesu na si ho nti ani mu wada ho to bi etimi kind of pending e kire no 94.1 hey betrasi papa shi document betrasi document by betrasi o ko tena America na center de by no papa shi o free mampo papa shi o free pa akoso o free ko o free offense o free baby ani o free oboase o free eye cheche biase ebe konongo no free abusuan no baby omo wo bi nam da tututu dwa no ebi kwa Nigeria ene so wonka ho bi enti se mu na brand ye yidi no kofisu abusuan pani Tupac mi am wofa o se di ndiere to na wanye ya na ebe huru wa mu awu na ofa hwa brand ye na me wofa de mi am ne wo ya kase entokwa na nu YouTube no kwotena ho no odi ni huni nyame ena yichi of a Tupac ka brand be mana gunu hwani mase say yesi emu bia nka me ponchi brand ye me na tena fom na magye enu wase but ofa no bibi oka bia no we den no wosre yesi na we lumba dancer nti asaban utu asaban pa na nimsa asaban na kwasa ma lumba die ba asanko a che se ukọ na oba what America if you see what America ne papa lose contact if America by this thing ukọ ni fie ya miewa am wanko ni fie enu ani o oba na miewa am wanko oba no wa miewu am wanko na to tankruwam enu ani papa shi su nyansa o ma me wuye o so nkwa sorry Saturday o ye na ye ya wada ebra ma me fridge oh mampon santi mampon ko na sase mo besi yekosi o ma me da na wo ye wi na ko o nuanom sa bodam sem na de ko obusuafo ene o ma me yes no lumba yi ase na person de ba na wo set confusion e na ma me se wa no fa o mo ya fa o e na hwani my sister akosu asoso e ka ho bi ene ye empower na wo ko na ba never again sankrofo we nyina ama lumba busuafo we nyina yenkwasiafo metuo me yakwase na brantie ko no oba na nipa hwe no okọ court na o shatare fita ne ha oni sen afede papa shi ya brewo esi efi yesi ekire wo commotion e koso olumba yi esi nyina bibia no efi sa brantie papa shi lumba e en 1 week Saturday and the ultimate ko bi but o ma me aka so ochimo Saturday di wantimi anye de anko efi se lumba di sika ono ko pesika
sincerely believe say we shouldn't have gotten here in the first place. And I've always told you, say, anytime I had met Papa Shi, my man at here say, or I'm one and Adam for that Dilumba in any way.
That's how can I want to say?
Because I will see, say, me you down for. Now me do one main thing I seek to do is to protect your interest and your image. And this me claim say me dowa bibia do enim guase ana wada pa ba de di no e say me kata so but una wo hye oba ni nkura no say kokot nanka me hu ye agosi I'm sure if we Google we'll get it. One of you should help me.
It is in the Bible say, a GD4, a Christopher, Mamu for Masamon Quarias, if we attend Dibia. And think also for Grand over catcher Yamamia Kusia say, Yamamia Kusia. That the Lumba share na brabo asimi hui. O are no legitimately me hui. But said ye be ya, asem nkoye ko kan ko fenim guase ma no. If you said there's another router, ubetumi afa so enya justice. But utie all the accounta. Mia minua penim papa shi mom no wo chem kena for court. And ye be twem so. To what extent?
The same mammy woo yes I know yeah.
Men as you mate, no me you invite me announcement man, but my name is an course.
I saw you an idea yawada na a bush for your dear sat.
I could see to what extent. Me, my point is that in the end, Obia o dear mammy akosia say which be anywhere. Obelusu a chin ne ma or ni lumba womo. Dear Cosune a be in some be a pia, a gulumba numasin, a bedu baby no, Obebi cocan to quiet bed dinner tem. First of all, papa na ye say. Sata I'm not papa she be on so attend a bush baby. Ebi a lawyer could see what tin a bush baby. So me I feel say yes, some have said they say, oh, initially a bush penny a creative confusion, but I could see my position has been the same.
But when be
so I'll come to the details of the court issues. Kemami Akosia say why ye another tribe. Anan Quebec so or you far from the Ashanti kingdom. Kebia me pardon. But Papa she and co so ya Santini ufi Asante Mampon. Otunfo say to ne busu penny e Asante Mampon hene. Ntinka ukra na obetunfo se da bi. Said ye be ya yenko ye keke ne yenko fenim guase embre ye dihye ntim. Yenko opem so ho. Ne yenko kanche ne se busu penny se no ye no wanhwe ya o de basebasa be ye no.
Na wo de wonti nananu mo ye mu sia ya nananu krambe ma papa si no awoni.
No, the beer and you court. And in whose interest are you doing all this, Papa? I go see, say, we are court case now. I quite say, I could see Abuaji. Ubia, we are known face. Inti sometimes jokingly, I can say, we need my ID card. Now, fancy Wakwa Eco Bank, Uko Yiska. Na, Udu, watch mine. Hey, I go see, tell Abi, hey, I go see. If it's a Ghana card, was my mama when you music, mammy. I don't know. Hey, I'm around 7 years ago. And you go see us. Until you come out with emotions, because you say, Muni me. And I go be a no fisherman who kept Kusila. They return fish or bank in him. No, go be account. Near Sage's home. If your name to me in sign, oh, Mutuma sign. No, cause Krabua DB. After the times of Koyinisika, or says, Ages home. I do not say you know. So now when you miss come yes, that is exactly the conduct of Lawyer Kusi. In the public eye, those who followed Lumba in his early days, who say, oh, Oware, Yamami Akusia, Sewa, legitimately, and in the public eye, or legitimate right. But who could do bank when I go use can yes go for Ghana card browse Ghana card yamin for mana ada mini lumba trying to money me. That is exactly how Lawyer Kusi went about the case. Indeed, like you said, at this point, instead of blaming the judge, we should blame the lawyer who failed to prove himself at the court of law.
He failed woefully.
Now because himself can judgment. There's a portion Lawyer Kusi Emma and a clerk. Adia during the interrogatories no. Omubisa and Semono. Something that and the clerk more or less like impersonation. Adia said almost say Ghana embassy. Ewa has say German embassy or Ghana has say Omuko can't court and say German embassy official NOE asem ano. Ebium Bisan's okay. Do you testify say be this signature they say and I you could see ma or no crack.
Just imagine.
On any crack, Richard or Paredakun, it's in the judgment.
Yeah.
So, misrepresentation.
Yes.
Just imagine. Until to Muse, Papa no know what say, Mamma say now. But at this stage, emotions are high. Don't be so mediatum. Because media, when say, where I was see, the Ayamami Akosia was going to fight for Nina legitimacy. Say, Mina, and
the man is not talking about this.
Exactly.
To let your clerk
instead
to
of
come and represent.
Instead of fighting to establish the legitimacy of Akosua Sewa and Daddy Lumbe's marriage. He's rather letting Odobroni look bad in the eyes of the people. And when you were Juma,
and misinforming the people.
At the end of the day, whether Akosua Broni looks good or looks bad.
Naughty, it's a loss in radio. I said, they will come and guy, meaning the tank on a friend. I said, no, Bisana Sam say, lawyer, now man for say, idea would go now, could you now call him really sinner or say, Basa, your dobro so
just imagine. Are you competing with your client? Oh, you are not competing with your opponent.
Now the case,
opponent, you don't need any competition.
Peace FM.
Some weedy, some baby. Anyway, young go straight to a Ghana's World Cup. And then the update Abrel said the official draw no or more port 1, port 2, port 3, port 4. No Ghana ye di bread because you see yes you group now group no finally no in fact we were the last on the group L. Intuition screens no swap a group no we are in a group with England, Croatia, Ghana and Panama. Sorry, we are in a group with England, Croatia, and Panama. It's Ghana group a group L. Now, Menuka senior started air draw matches. I think our first match will be with Panama, the second match will be with Croatia, and the third match will be with England. So that is in summer eba. But then in draw nearby, one thing I know be shade him abisa say how is Ghana going to fare and it's no coach Otu Ado on a year who say Coco board CEO Randia Bemunina together with a sports minister in draw after the draw Ghana ye group no in fact Samaja Ibisa and cross a bit risky but then we have hope and na Samaja Kai but the Ibisa coach say coach what do you think about all of these things are air course so group I yedimo to me. What is the confidence level? And a coach Ekasaye. So that is Ghana's coach Otu Ado. Meanwhile, England's coach so I then Ababe Kasa. But before the Enko team Sama a coach Otu Ado Edituja, when we come back, we continue.
So I think it's not intelligent to think about these kind of situations. If it's the case and we still qualify, even though we're third, and it's fine. But surely we take it match by match. We want to win every match. This is for sure. And like I said, once we get a good start, then anything is possible. On a good day, I know we can beat everyone, but I know also we can lose against all of those teams, also Panama, if we underrate them. So we have to be prepared well, and we will prepare ourselves well. We will study the last games of each on every team, and we see, we take a closer look on their strengths, but also their weaknesses, and try to prepare as fast as possible.
Okay. So that was in Sema Ghana's coach Otu Ado Eddie Tuja, but then also the England's coach and also Eddie Simbia Babe Tuja. Bisani said, all of these England is in the same group with Ghana. What you say? England is in the same group with Ghana. So how does it feel? What is the momentum? Looking at the teams, group of Muomuno, what is the strength of the other national teams near the other? The England's coach, I find Thomas Tuchel, and react to it. And also in some of the two just say, right now, Obiehuni smoothness level. We all know, says Siano, the two main contenders, friends Obroni hima England crew and also Asante Asante hini chrome Ghana. It's the uncle tier in summer coach Thomas Tuchel or the Tuja it came to light Ghana is in the same group with England, and even the way forward, what are they optimistic or what?
Could open a difficult group with Croatia and Ghana, two regulars in World Cups and two proud and strong nations, and Panama. I don't know much about Panama at the moment, but we will find out about it until the tournament starts, of course. For me, I'm only experienced group football in Champions League formats, and the way to approach it was always to give it the biggest respect and to put all the focus into winning the group. It always seems difficult, like our group now, but we're confident and we will be well prepared when we arrive.
Okay. So you could see that Thomas Tuchel, England's coach, he's saying that we should not underestimate Croatia and Ghana. For Panama, there, on sure they knew anything about it. But then Onoakasano, he's club football, much about, but then he knows that he has to approach this particular World Cup, especially with the team, so with respect. So England is afraid of Ghana, and Ghana is also afraid of England. Also, within these two countries, there's Croatia. Croatia mobile. Okay, Croatia popo. So I think I very, very, very tense. What I say, but we can say OTAJ who happen to be a sports panelist, or the same be Ababe Tuja say World Cup people are there. In fact, he will summarize it in two affairs. It's a do or die affair. You do or die. So yenko tie sema ono so OTAJ ono so odi tuja Michael OTAJ odi tuja babaka. We will also continue this particular update in regards with update eba, because you see Ghana no bibi edunu, you have to start our selection, and if in some way so a selection also you see 51 players and who will be in the cut and who wouldn't.
Did you see the reaction of Otuado and the whole Ghana contingent when they drew England? They know the implication of that game. The Premier League is the most watched football competition in Ghana. Many Ghana players have gone through England. The history, the connection between the two countries in football is massive. Some of us are a product of England's affection for football, from following the likes of Liverpool and the rest, and myself, from working with the BBC and developing my journalism craft. Every major Ghanaian journalist has had a connection along that route and the rest. So this will not just be a football match. It will be a match between two countries heavily connected. I have families in England. I have families who are British. A lot of you do have the same. We all have, a lot of us have one person who is British Ghanaian. And for a lot of Ghanaians, London has become as much a place you go to as you go to other parts of this country. So this will not just be a football game. It's a game that will be a contest of a competition between family members, friends, colleagues. Everything about this game will test a lot of things, but I absolutely love the game. And I love what Asamoah said about it afterwards. Said, not the most frightening group. It is tricky, but John also said, this is doable. And I like that.
Asari.
Hey, he goes. Clean sheet. And clean sheet.
All right, so that's in the same OTAJ, like OTAJ edit tuja. But meanwhile, right now, no, I'm off for starting your selection. No, who make the cut and who really make the cut. So what I say, so these are key issues I had the air course. So clearly, no, young share a year in sema air course in terms of this particular team members, no, why not ebe make the cuts, who will not make the cut. These are key issues air course. So you share a year how Sporty FM actually framed all of this.
Hey, he goes. Clean sheet. And clean sheet.
Benjamin, clean sheet. Asari.
Thank you. Clean sheet.
Better.
Clean sheet is there.
Better. Number one.
Clean sheet goes.
Hey, that's it.
Number one. I'm sorry.
No.
It's out of touch.
No.
Ali Duseidu.
Yeah, Ali Du has a big chance.
At least a squad player.
Nicolas Opoku.
I'm sorry.
Also out of touch.
Daniel Amate.
Oh.
Also out because he's not playing.
Obejide.
I think he has retired off.
You can stay home.
Gideon Mensah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, currently our best left back, whether we like it or not.
Baba Idris Mohammed.
No.
I'm sorry. You should stay home.
Jordan Ayew.
Hey, first on the list.
El Capitano.
First on the list. Masa.
Abdul Saleh Samet.
No, we don't need him.
Oh, God.
Mohamed Kudus.
Hey, please.
Cowboy.
Number 2 on the list.
Inaki Williams.
Yes.
He's going.
I'll pick him.
Yes.
Inaki will go.
Antoine Semenyo.
Hi, number 3 on the list. He goes.
Also, yeah.
Kasim Nuhu Adams.
No, please.
Edmond Ado.
No.
Hey, you are mentioning names.
He's been struggling. He's been struggling at club side.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
His time is past.
Majid Ashmeru.
He should go. He should go if he's fit.
Yeah. Ashmeru, our best player at the AFCON, at the 2023 AFCON in Ivory Coast. Yeah. It was very, very exciting to watch.
Lawrence Atiziki.
Yeah. Second choice goalkeeper. So
yeah, Ati goes at least for his experience, and you know, if at club level he's not doing bad. Just that, unfortunately for him, Benjamin Asare has just surpassed him for now.
Andre Dede Ayew.
Dicey. No, I don't think it's really dicey.
No, he's not going.
Osman Bukari.
No. He goes.
Top player. Top.
I think he's gradually getting better and better, and he's almost getting to the peak of his game. At Leicester, you can see commanding a regular spot, and as a Black Stars, he offers a lot more. So yeah, I think he goes.
NS Nyama.
If he's fit, he goes.
If it's fit, it goes.
When we were struggling, and then we started, afresh after the poor AFCON qualifiers, that gentleman virtually stole the show in our World Cup qualifying game
against Mali in
Bamako, and then when he came to Ghana, he was just brilliant. I think that he goes.
Dennis Odoi.
I think he's out of the team at the moment. He's not going to come back.
Jonathan Soa.
No. Jonathan Soa. Hey, the players play the qualifiers now.
Jojo Wallacott.
Jojo, he may miss it.
Jojo's case is very, very painful because he was our first player in the playoff against Nigeria that we qualified, and all of a sudden broken finger, so he couldn't play at the Qatar World Cup.
If Samir J and Jojo was pain in 2006 were not painful, I don't see any pain for any goalkeeper. I'm sorry, he stays home.
Alexander Jiku.
Top defender.
Abdul Fattah Hamid.
No. He's lost his place long time ago.
Mohamed Salisu.
He goes.
Yeah, he goes.
Eric Lamptey.
If he recovers quickly and start playing, I think he will.
If he's fit, he goes.
Thomas Partey.
He goes. There's no
First
better
on the
midfielder.
list.
There's no better midfielder than him.
On the list.
Yeah, for the Black Stars.
Ebenezer Annan.
60-40.
Yeah. He will be the second choice left back. If Baba Rahman doesn't come back. If Baba Rahman doesn't come
Is Baba coming?
I don't know. Anything can happen.
He should stay. He says he's not ready to play. 60-40 for Annan.
Frederick Asari.
No.
Abdul Mumin.
Mumin, if he's fit, he goes.
Jerome Opoku.
Yeah, squad player, he goes.
He goes.
Yeah.
Ibrahim Osman.
It's dicey. I think it's a 50-50 for him.
Ibrahim, you have to step up.
Elisha Owusu.
He goes.
Yeah, he's squad player.
Ibrahim Suleiman.
Yes, he goes.
Kamaldeen Suleiman.
Yeah, good squad player.
You see, I'm confident.
If
you want to say something for him, cry.
Kamaldeen, he goes.
But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think Kamaldeen.
I just hope he stays consistent.
Thank you. He should be more productive at club level. If he does so, he gets into the team, and then now that he's broken his dark of scoring for the Black Stars.
He felt going like 20-something games.
Masa, you don't see the video. I see my bro. I check.
Brandon Thomas Asante.
One of our top strikers right now. He goes.
60-40.
Yeah.
Benjamin Asari.
Hey, he goes.
Clean sheet.
And the clean sheet. Benjamin clean sheet Asari.
Thank you. Clean sheet.
Better.
Clean sheet is there.
Better. Number one.
Clean sheet goes.
Hey, that's it.
Number one.
Casey Shendler.
Oh.
He shot himself in the foot by moving to Thailand.
Yeah, sorry.
There's no way someone who plays in Thailand will be in a Black squad for a World Cup. Yeah,
sorry, Kingsley.
Let's be fair.
Jonas Ajeti.
That was a very good shout. The reason why the likes of
qualifiers he played, right? Yeah, good player.
Jerry Efriye.
No.
Lawrence Ejekum.
Lawrence.
No.
Christopher Bonsuba.
That's a good shout.
Yeah, good shout.
Francis Abu.
Abu is on the fringes. 2080.
Mamoudou Kamaratini.
No.
Razak Simpson.
Simpson was one of our best players. He was getting a lot of shouts in the Ghana Premier League. All of a sudden,
he still has the quality, but I'm sure because the league went on a break and then started late, they had an eye for some others. Yeah, but he still can pick up the piece. Yeah. He could go.
Caleb Urenchi.
Caleb goes, but he needs to be careful.
But is he going as a right back or as a central midfielder? Because we have to get that.
Utility.
We have to get it clear.
Utility.
Utility.
Yes.
Joseph Annan.
Yes, goalkeeper. He goes.
Yeah.
Besisibo.
He goes. He's written his name in the good books. Sibo Brothers, you know your combination with Party. You know that song. Sibote.
Joseph Pencil.
Yes, he goes.
Joseph goes.
Prince Osu.
Prospects, but
it's 50-50 for him.
For now.
50-50.
No.
He's the one who's having a very dicey situation. He's on the fringes, I think. He could stand a chance of getting in there, but he's on the fringes as it stands now. Yeah.
Last but not least, Francis Amuzu.
Did Amuzu play the qualifiers? Was it part? So why do you add him?
Please give us letter to him. Give his letter to him. Belgium,
We will consider him.
Can you verbalize the letter?
he can go to Belgium.
Amuzu is a no for now. Is a no for me.
Amuzu. Kena.
Okay, so that was a very interesting one. I think the most of a selection and So we live to see, honestly, we live to see what will happen when Otuado brings his final selection. Martin Kpebu, Menokase OSP office is also bringing some diamond allegations against him. Oh, say, yeah, no. About Abeka, so I did nothing wrong. I was standing for my rights. OSP is abusing the office. Same be brave. But the OSP is saying, say, he, Kisie Jabi may not have been there, but more CCTV video or more evidences or more recordings of insema people be here or to the extent that people insulted the military personnel. People even told subordinates of Kisie Jabi say, mo boss no or nobody. It's just a matter of time they will remove him and dissolve all of this office. And people are saying, say, the arrogance, the pomposity, the pride of Martin Kpebu, all because Sebio wakasa Mahama ba bemu itino okokra na onu timi dictate you can interview me, you can interview. I say police for friend me say membra na me koyam so police you can interview me because me nyansen and I also interview him. Yes, hey, the people be here wo. Now, same way nyina akoso no, some of the subordinates of Kisie Jabi and even some people are munye adwuma wo OSP office, ebi mo munye adwuma wo they share similar office no. Design saying say display or pay display wo no. In fact, the person in the wrong here, Martin Kpebu, to the extent say an anonymous person Edin Simbia Babe Tuja said Kpebu even went and used the F word for Ghana's military personnel, all because or a lawyer or a sympathizer of NDC.
An officer of the OSP who says to me that she witnessed the developments from the start, the altercation from the start to finish, and was part of those who tried to calm down tempers. An officer of the OSP that I know because I work as a lawyer and I go to that office and I meet them. But because of the sensitive nature of these officers and the work they do, we will not disclose their identity. So let's hear the other side of the story. The decision is for you. Which of the stories you believe?
When I got into the premises, in fact, when I was walking into the premises of the office, I noticed there was an interview being conducted by some guy from the media with Mr. Kpebu.
Right.
I got into the premises. The officers on duty let me know that he was being conducted quite close to the gate, and then they asked him to move away. Mm-hmm. So I was still on the compound when he then walks in. Right at the gate, the men, let him know that anytime he comes to the office, once he parks, he's supposed to go straight to do his business. I can go straight to the reception.
All right.
That, this is not done here. They don't do things like this here. Mm. Now, his response was, he can do what he wants. They can tell him what to do. And these men kept insisting that you can't do that here when you come here. So this is them being repetitive about the, notice they had given him. Mm. Next thing I know, it escalated into insults. There was the F word being used. There was the other ones, which, I'm sure he would have stated.
So what did you witness? Who abused who first?
The verbal abuse, I heard it from Mr. Kpebu. I heard Mr. Kpebu use those words. He used the F word, he used the other insult. Aside that, there was no physical abuse. It was the verbal abuse which I heard him use, which I heard from him.
Mm. So he must have been provoked, because it's difficult to believe that if he began the verbal abuse, then he wouldn't have done it without being provoked.
What I can speak to is the fact that these men kept insisting that they don't do that here. And his response was, I can do what I want. You can't tell me what to do. They stood their ground saying the same thing to him. And then there was a flare-up. What I heard is what I can speak to. Mm.
But this is, just for clarity, this is when Mr. Kpebu, as we understand the narration, had already conducted the interview outside of the premises or the entrance of the OSP and was now making a re-entry into the premises.
Yes.
So there shouldn't have been a problem then.
Again, when he made the re-entry, I think it's just due process that he be told that. I don't think there's anything wrong with the men letting him know what is supposed to be done on the premises and what would not be allowed. So this is them just cautioning him so that next time it wouldn't happen again, right?
But this protocol of yours that when people come into the offices, once they enter the compound and park their vehicles, they go straight to the offices, starting with the front desk, to be screened, and then they begin to see whichever officers they have come to see.
Yes, they are directed to go wherever, yes.
Right. People don't know, except for some of us who come there with our clients and have become familiar with it. So if it is not advertised, then he will not be in the wrong to park his car and then leave the compound to go conduct an interview and re-enter. So if he's making a re-entry, why do they need to inform him again after he had already conducted the interview outside of the premises as he had been told?
Now, like you're saying, maybe he didn't know. And I think it's only fair that the men let him know that this was not supposed to be done, because I assume it probably would have happened before. It may have happened previously. So I don't think there's anything wrong with being told, or I don't think there's anything wrong with re-echoing what is allowed and what's not allowed.
Okay. We'll leave it here. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome, sir.
An officer of the OSP who says to me that she witnessed the developments from the start, the altercation from the start to finish, and was part of those who tried to calm down tempers. An officer of the OSP that I know because I work as a lawyer and I go to that office and I meet them. But because of the sensitive nature of these officers and the work they do, we will not disclose their identity. So let's hear the other side of the story. The decision is for you. Which of the stories you believe?
When I got into the premises, in fact, when I was walking into the premises of the office, I noticed there was an interview being conducted by some guy from the media. Where's Mr. People?
Right.
I got into the premises. The officer on duty let me know that he was being conducted quite close to the gate, and then they asked him to move away. So I was still on the compound when he then walks in. Right at the gate, the men, let him know that anytime he comes to the office, once he parks, he's supposed to go straight to do his business. I can go straight to the reception.
All right.
That, this is not done here. They don't do things like this here. Now, his response was, he can do what he wants. They can tell him what to do. And these men kept insisting that you can't do that here when you come here. So this is them being repetitive about the, notice they had given him. Next thing I know, it escalated into insults. There was the F word being used. There was the other ones, which, I'm sure he would have stated.
So what did you witness? Who abused who first?
The verbal abuse, I heard it from Mr. People. I heard Mr. People use those words. He used the F word, he used the other insult. Aside that, there was no physical abuse. It was the verbal abuse which I heard him use, which I heard from him.
So he must have been provoked, because it's difficult to believe that if he began the verbal abuse, then he wouldn't have done it without being provoked.
What I can speak to is the fact that these men kept insisting that they don't do that here. And his response was, I can do what I want. You can't tell me what to do. They stood their ground saying the same thing to him. And then there was a flare-up. What I heard is what I can speak to.
But this is, just for clarity, this is when Mr. Kwebu, as we understand the narration, had already conducted the interview outside of the premises or the entrance of the OSP and was now making a re-entry into the premises.
Yes.
So there shouldn't have been a problem then.
Again, when he made the re-entry, I think it's just due process that he be told that. I don't think there's anything wrong with the men letting him know what is supposed to be done on the premises and what would not be allowed. So this is them just cautioning him so that next time it wouldn't happen again, right?
But this protocol of yours that when people come into the offices, once they enter the compound and park their vehicles, they go straight to the offices, starting with the front desk, to be screened, and then they begin to see whichever officers they have come to see.
Yes, they are directed to go wherever, yes.
Right. People don't know, except for some of us who come there with our clients and have become familiar with it. So if it is not advertised, then he will not be in the wrong to park his car and then leave the compound to go conduct an interview and re-enter. So if he's making a re-entry, why do they need to inform him again after he had already conducted the interview outside of the premises as he had been told?
Now, like you're saying, maybe he didn't know. And I think it's only fair that the men let him know that this was not supposed to be done, because I assume it probably would have happened before. It may have happened previously. So I don't think there's anything wrong with being told, or I don't think there's anything wrong with re-echoing what is allowed and what's not allowed.
Okay. We'll leave it here. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome, sir.
All right, so same way and a course. So quickly, still on the whole OSP issue, Kevin Taylor so editing some about Tuja, and according to him, he also is of the view say Kisie Jabe in the office should be dissolved, perhaps merged with the Economic Crime Office, and perhaps Kisie Jabe himself should be investigated, sacked, and perhaps arrested. Ni allegations are Kevin Taylor make his papa yi atna sia yen hwehan amene your friend say Kenufurata we fee Ghana kwa why na adre say on baby. Now this is the same sentiment Martin Kwebu make here and ya arrested na akoye back and forth between himself OSP and OSP Kisie Jabe has to go to Parliament to answer some questions. Now Kevin Taylor edin same bibre ababe tuja. So we will be looking at this particular issue. Now at the end of the day, share the full details in regards with what Kevin Taylor is saying, and also how he views these things, because according to him, this whole fight between himself, Martin Kwebu ni Kisie Jabe the original baby Vakope. Martin Kwebu is doing everything right, and if he has the power, and as Lordina Mahama, I one phone caller in some Obekache Mahama Yade Bakope, the office of the special prosecutor should be dissolved immediately. Sarah Pepe. Share this particular video of what he said in some of the tuja. Babaka, we will continue with this particular update.
I'm not going to make a specific amount clear, because the moment I do that, people would know, say, me bas scholarship secretariat, I destroyed it. TNBM, Kwasia, what you say, Jimmy?
I took over the reins of power at the scholarship secretariat, opportunity given to me by His Excellency, the former president. The first day I entered the secretariat, there was debt to be paid. There was debt to be paid. And that is the nature of the kind of debt or liabilities that the secretariat is always confronted with. I met a debt of 230 million Ghana cedis then. If you pick the dollar, the exchange rate to the cedi, if you even put it at 4, you are talking of about $57 million. What did His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo do? Immediately, he called for how diplomatically we were going to deal with the payment of this debt. And we were able to run the place till when I left. It's very unfortunate that I've had Her Excellency, I don't know.
Only the Pakro protect Akwawi. It was Kisie Jabin. Kisie Jabin is the one who cleared this criminal. Kisie Jabin did that. And continue. This guy should be in court. This guy should be fighting bail. Kingsley Ajiban. Yeah. It was Kisie Jabin and the protector Akwawi. And I'm going to review that to you very soon. All the details. Kisie Jabin the protector Kingsley Ajiban. Time almost free power. And Kingsley Ajiban echo Kisie Jabin and say he needs protection. And Kisie Jabin will be investigations into this guy. Mr. S, get me the day he said he has called this guy in. And also, they have opened investigations into scholarship secretariat, a one of Kelly state issue, no. And okay, so will be investigations. They have interrogated him. They have arrested him. They have released him. Kisie Jabin built a war around this guy. And Utumira Parliament. Kisie Jabin. An amount of money that went into this negotiation. Tomorrow you should come on TV and tell Ghanaians and say, this is how much I inherited and this is how much I left. I have the right to say this guy is a criminal. Court to be a person could be uncle. I'll just take the tape. I'll take the video and give it to the judge to listen. Now on can't me say all the things in it. It is not true. Even I have a collaborate Nipa or the ball chrono in the video said, yeah, the Nipa remember now. Wait, a way. Or the scholarship secretary seeker the go to attach ya. Attach ya Jimmy no. Wait, or the scholarship secretary seeker the two no. Akwawe at a point, NPP, V8 Anomloco campaign, yana Akwawe dia. After election or town in a way, a way. Or to me, kwa V8 mono, every a dealership. Na we chia, or we are. Na what the insurance coverage, full insurance coverage at also. Na wakwa keja to card, no asakwe jiska. Wait. Kingsley Ajiban Krovowi. Kwa constituency. A petition for being a guo. I just want to. This guy flew his constituents. Time on our scholarship secretariat boss, no. Constituents, NPP constituency executives. Or do we thank you very much, Mr. S. Let me show Ghanaians this. You refin your mantem. A real way yabeka or no bekemi. Kingsley Ajiban. Ghana ni ejimintra. Now we are in the parliament. Now I blame Alban Bagbin. Yet you be parliament and do a jar on and I'm ho. This guy. Now some baya na Kisie Jabin. Kisie Jabin a protecting no. Wama any of the security agencies and kwa will be any investigations. That is what he did. Kisie Jabin protected Kingsley Ajiban. OSP begins probe into alleged corruption at scholarship secretariat. Invite petitioners. OSP the protected Kingsley Ajiban. OSP. He did it. Mumusan's case was saying, what did he get in there? Me say, Mumusa Kisie Jabin say, Chebi, I go on free Chebi a himfie. Or Chihene, and making sure say Akwa boy we Kingsley Ajiban abedi MP. Now I'm just saying Kwarana. Or Chihene, and a ma aye Kingsley Ajiban, enya scholarship secretariat boss, yeah, or Chihene. Momo ya and some be catch them no. Money to Ghana, mon cano cre, ya come on you man amusu. Mamma show the fofro. You four way now, and also the and I'm not done with this Kingsley Ajiban guy because me know Kingsley with me and the story, and I know Kingsley Ajiban. Oh yeah, we. I don't know one country OSP. My mentor at the fofro. This is it. Metro protection onya in any. I didn't know I call Rebecca some afan who abra now the minimum way. Minindina so amenka OSP. We've been investigating scholarship secretariat since July 2020. 2023. What did he find? OSP, what did he find? Time or investigate since 2023. What did he find? Where is the report? Mumusa Kiseja Ben say OSP, scholarship secretariat investigations, report no way. What happened to the report? What we want to know the findings. Did he find anything? Do you know the nonsense this boy has done? Do you know what he has done? This criminal Kingsley Ajime now it's Ghana and he has some kwasiafo so all because you say okasa what did you be atem and the onyenya when your voice because say I Zita onimu pose on addressing say her excellence kwasia de nim fiwe krobia Mozambique ke bod to atwene kromfo we na nam Ghana na America parliament all because of Chebi all because yes some kwasiasam so me say ochihene and na my masa akwa we Kingsley Ajiman ochihene na me no scholarship secretariat boss ayo ochihene mo
in some way and Kevin Taylor edited ja. Is for last 4 weeks I reho sembi esi I always see net to say yin mianom ketwa omo Ghana has say talking about the youth and one more 30 years. Aban Emma who can say upeso military any security service na apply. Now do na apply and most of them got the selection, the cut-off selection, most of them were selected. This particular lady who swings no so, your friend Priscilla Isina Nyamalo. She was just 23 years. And Lydia, sa lady we know, she had a vision say, "Mene bema enda enyesika. I want to work. I want to serve my country. I want to do something and earn my own money. I am a for agent na kwan hono. Edidi nkofu no. She wants to work, get money, serve her country, and also take care of her family. But ko ye no. It's not how the exercise no more yen no. And nkrofo bebrombe gu ho no. Stampede ekoso ama me no ka say lady we one of the 6 victims no ka ho. Me no ka say this lady she's dead. Now me no ka say in some na bebre say na no me catch say Ghana BBC I also show hu ye because BBC pe ya kan 2 weeks. And no. Inti lady we ye ka nsem minister ko fie ho Mahama ekasa ye omu change schedules on how they do when niema sisi ya cry say ye be pick obi a we will be pick from the family ye be pick the family member ba ko ne national service eno wo ho be me no ka say lady no ene December 7th and December 6th, sorry, Saturday yi ene yi ni yi. You go share some of the videos are it for what ye na say ya. In fact, all these so I was thinking say perhaps lady no yin kakra. She was just 23 years old. Now it's here for you go share some of the old schoolmates. Ombe PM ho. In fact, ne mame osu enya asem ketwa 23 years her life was cut short. Now it's for you share this particular video. Ye babaka there were more scenes as to what really happened. And some of the niema ekoso eyina say ye babaka ye beto us because there is also another angle to lead the way ni wo na ababe PM sisi a so sad. So that was a Priscilla Isina Nyamalo ne maame and I just say I don't even know what to say. It said maame no dream ntiase, the only daughter or presumably one of the eldest daughters and one of her daughters. Ya maame no cause 23 years and ka will lady we no person see ne maame nyi e si tutu anu e sie no but then the maame ni mom na e sie no. What is the essence of taking care of a child 23 years no? It doesn't make sense. So sad. But then also no lady no ni school for the immediate school colleagues and no more school. They also joined that. Just say so sad that at the end of the day, you could see very clearly say idea odrenwa ontiase. So yenkwa share a video we of when some of her friends and also her colleagues are now no muku school almost storming the premises and also the police are not yet have a burial no. In fact, video no yensho video by a better so. Okay, so video I share in a lady we are now no event a course so and a course so a year Elwak Sports Stadium no. This was one of the ladies, Priscilla Isina Nyamalo Okaho in ye theater no so stampede ne see no Okaho ama me no kasa lady be pemene therefore Yankopon fa lady we ne kran say because she ni age a 23 years 23 years ene omo ye burial service no ewo Akwele new Akwele New Town is a Kaswechi ho baby so sad ati ase but Yankopon ene onim de all year Yankopon emfa lady we ne kra ensie ye once again no ye de mo be see her say na I say be back your way again with more updates in regards with more issues at AC. Thank you so much for watching.